Hey, it's me, John Disk, and it's Saturday, October 21st, and it's 10 minutes till 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Almost 9. It's been a busy day. I almost forgot to do the crypto update. Yeah, I published 3 or 4 videos today, and in the meantime, I'm preparing for this hard fork. Talking to people, trying to educate people on what's happening. Um, I'm learning about the SegWit split in mid-November, and it's all geek speak, and it has me lost. Um, some of these guys that produce videos, they forget that they didn't always know everything about computers and hardware and all this crazy shit that no one understands except them. And it's almost like they're trying to outdo each other about how much they know. You know what I mean? Like, hey, look at me. I'm so far into this that you don't have a clue of what the hell I'm talking about. And it's not impressive, man. You're leaving your whole damn market behind while you do that, and it's really starting to piss me off. Not everyone is a computer geek. You got it? You understand now? I just wanted to get that off my damn chest. Anyway, Bitcoin is sitting at $6,027. And as a whole, from 24 hours ago this time, it's up a point and a half. And let's take a closer look. And that's because this time yesterday it was sitting at 59.52. And in a couple of minutes, if this goes horizontal and doesn't change, we're going to be back in the red because Bitcoin continued to smash through the $6,000 ceiling in about an hour from now, 24 hours ago, if that makes any sense. What's interesting, and I posted a whole video on this, is what's happening with the rest of the market. It's pretty clear that Bitcoin is going to stay well above $6,000, and in fact, it's probably going to go way, way up on the day before, an hour before the split on October 25th. And in the meantime, the rest of the market is pretty much drying up, and there's bargains all over the place, and there's only a handful of coins, 2 to be exact, that I know of that are in the green. Moose goes back in the green, but that's not saying much because it's down so much that Stellar's still way in the green. Oh my goodness, Stellar's market cap came way up too. A lot of people buying Stellar. Metaverse was up earlier, but now they're down 5 points. The market is pretty much in the red, except for right now, Stellar and Omise Go. Stellar was a couple hours ago down in 14th place in volume, barely hitting 4 million, and now there's been another $1 million thrown into the market, and they're buying a million. Yeah, it was down to 3, and now it's up to 4.3. So it's actually 13 million that's been thrown into Stellar in just a couple hours, and way up, they're buying. They've thumped off Metaverse. My best advice to you at this point is, if you don't really know what you're doing, stay out of the altcoins and just keep pouring money into Bitcoin. Until after the hard fork, go back and watch the video I made earlier, and it'll give you more of a clue of what's going on. I will link it in the description of this video. Bitcoin's quickly rising at this very moment. Anyway, first place in volume is Bitcoin at 675 million. And Ethereum is in second place. Litecoin is in third. This is standard. Ripple remains in fourth place in volume at 15 million. And pretty much evening out right now. Bitcoin Cash is in fifth. IOTA is in sixth. Digital Cash or Dash is in seventh. Metaverse is eighth. Zcash is ninth. Monero is 10th. And honorable mention would be Neo. Biggest gainer of the day in the top 10 is going to be Bitcoin once again. That's going to change in the next couple minutes unless this market shoots straight back up over 61.50. Biggest tanker of the day is actually no one's really lost major amounts of money. Metaverse just recently it was up 5% not long ago. Stellar's way up. I don't know why they're choosing Stellar, but they are. Let's go take a closer look at Stellar. All the way down in 13th place. I don't usually do this, but this coin at 3 cents, 3.6 cents is capturing my attention. There's the 1-day chart right there. And you can see from 25 cents to 35 cents. And well above 35. Wait a minute, that's 2 cents. 2.4 cents to 3.8 cents. Sorry about that. I make errors because I'm not rehearsed. 3 cents, 3.6 cents. And I know the digits change around on you, but try to look at this. It's just that if you're so used to thinking in U.S. dollars, you can see very clearly that this is 3 cents. And if you go by the rest of the numbers, you can clearly see that it's 3.5 cents, and actually a little more than that. So if you refuse to think in crypto and you're still so in tune to the US dollar, see these digits first. 3 cents obviously, and the rest of it would represent a little more than 3.5 cents. Comprende? So this line here would be 3 cents. This line here would be 2.5 cents. This line here would be 2 cents. This line all the way up at the top would be 4 cents. Anyway, there's a lot of volume coming in, and they're pumping up Stellar. I promise you they're going to dump it soon, and they're going to put the profit in, you guessed it, Mother Bitcoin. That's it. We had to go all the way down to 13th place to finding an interesting story here. It's getting very predictable. Let's go back to Bitcoin. She's continuing to rise. Today's high was $61.91, almost $6,200. Today's low was $58.67. That's pretty low. And there it was right here at 1:20 p.m. 20 minutes after 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I missed that whole thing, actually. I was out trying to earn more money. pretty volatile. This is a major dip. Where did that start? That's noon. 10 minutes after noon. Boom. Big sell-off. Starting at 61.58. Why? I don't know. Some of these people just don't know what the hell they're doing. And they follow their friends. Their friends, one guy will be the self-appointed leader of some group, and I'll say, okay, now's the time. Let's sell, and also. And he's leading them down a dead end, because look what happened 2 minutes later. And then 3 hours later. And tomorrow it's going to be up here. I can guarantee you they're pumping up Bitcoin. This is not hard to understand. Why the hell would you sell? Stupid people really piss me off. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound self-righteous, and I'm not saying I'm the sharpest tool in the shed or any of that. But really, there's a lot of stupid people on the internet. Bitcoin Cash just came up back in the green. Ethereum's trying to rebound. Ethereum had a bad day. Let's go take a closer look. The low today for Ethereum was 290. I haven't seen that price in quite a while. The high was 302, and we're quickly approaching it right now. Ethereum has looked dreadful in the past few days. I got out of this coin, and I think it was the best freaking decision I ever made in the whole entire crypto world. In my whole time in scrolling with crypto, I think getting out of Ethereum at the time that I got out and using that money to buy more Bitcoin, I think it was the best decision. It was heartbreaking. It was hard to do. It was really hard to do because I really grew an attachment to this coin. But I did it, and looking back in hindsight, it's really the best thing I ever did. Since in my entire career in cryptocurrency, selling Ethereum at the price that I sold it, which was $342, considering what my wallet worth was, and considering what I paid for that worth, I could not have gotten out at a better time. 342, I got out right there, almost at the peak. I'm really proud of that, and it's really hard to do. It was really, really tough to do because it had been so damn good to me that I wanted to keep it forever, but I knew I couldn't. I couldn't do it anymore. So, anyway, I think that's the crypto update. Just like at Ethereum. Oh, no, we're back in the green. Bitcoin Cash is moving. Let's take a real fast look. 325 is a good price. Real quick. Real fast. 325.71. Come on. The chart doesn't want to load. The internet's bogged down. Not much volume to speak about relative to what it usually is. Very volatile. Today's high was 331. Today's low was 312. It's had a rough past few. This is 1 month. Bitcoin Cash. It's the whole life of Bitcoin Cash, born on August 1st. sorry for the holders. They got their coin and split and then decided to hold it. It's not even worth trading anymore. Anyway, that's it, man. My name is John Disk, and this has been the Crypto Day. Peace, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend.